As you can see, Bitcoin looking good. We have a $28,000 Bitcoin, guys. $28,000 Bitcoin. Would we have thought this? How many days back? Let's have a look. 11th of March, 9 days back, when Bitcoin is sitting at $20,000. Did we think $28,000? Absolutely insane, guys. So we're going to have a massive show today. The fact that Bitcoin has just been hitting short squeeze after short squeeze after short squeeze. And we're starting to see that those gaps that I've been giving you guys, where every time, if you have a look over here, every time to a gap, where we get to a major gap, we go sideways for a little while. As soon as we break through it, we create this huge increase of momentum. And again, we hit the 27. We then started the little sideways phase, built a bull flag, and boom, smashed through it. Now what we're going to speak about is where are the next major levels. Now, what's also crazy is we look at this, and I spoke about the different scenarios with Bitcoin dominance, right? We are so close to the 48%. Look at this. Dominance went absolutely parabolic. It went absolutely insane to the upside. And now this is where it gets very interesting. Now, firstly, I was amazed to hear a $1 million Bitcoin. And I see it all over. $1 million in how long? 90 days. Now, I do think that's thinking like incredibly far ahead. But it is creating a lot of hype. We have the Arbitrum, right? Airdrop, $1 billion. In 3 days, $1 billion entering the market. They look, that money comes in, they get free money. They look at Bitcoin pumping. Where does money go? You know, it's absolutely insane to see how much momentum is backed right now. And now we're going to speak about, you know, we are approaching the 30K. I've spoke about a possible 30K, a 35K before. If this dominance breaks 48%, we can be looking at dominance going to 55%, which it hasn't done in years. If we go to those levels, is there something a lot bigger happening with Bitcoin? Are we going to actually go to way higher levels than what we actually thought? And why are altcoins doing absolutely nothing? We know Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoins. I'm still going to help you guys make sure that we have our altcoin bags full. We have Solana taking off now. We look like Fantom's ready to go. I'm going to keep us with momentum because at some point we are going to have a rejection. And if history repeats, Bitcoin dominance should reject at 48% and come all the way back down to 40. And if we have that, you're probably looking at a $3,000 ETH. You're probably looking at something crazy. So this is not the time to sleep. We have the Bitcoin pump, but it's the altcoin pumps is the one that we really want. Now, I know you're asking, Sheldon, where's the bunny suit? Where is the suit? Where's all of this? Guys, I'm pumped. I had a great weekend. I am shooting chosen ones at the moment. But I hope you all had a great weekend. No more wasting time. It's 3 minutes in. Let's start the show.
Click. Have you heard the news? What? With his finger on the pulse, it's like Sheldon knew. Click. When the sniper shoots, we got Sheldon on the charts, so we never lose. Enter the sniper, sharpshooter advisor. Enter the sniper, he marks the charts right. Enter the sniper, he's calling the cycles. So enter the sniper, click. Time to be dedicated, sniper mode is activated. Explosions in the market are in target, and Sheldon demonstrates. Mirror on the wall, Master Sheldon tell us all. We got Sheldon on the chart, so we never lose. Enter the sniper, sharpshooter advisor. Enter the sniper, he marks the charts right. Enter the sniper, he's calling the cycles. Enter the sniper, click. Enter the sniper.
Crypto Banter fam, how are we doing? Bulls, how are we doing? Bears, what's happening? How's the weekend? How's your Monday going? I see we have a fantastic, strong Bitcoin at the moment. Guys, remember, if you're brand new to the channel, smash the subscribe button, smash the like button. Just before I get in, remember, we have Sniper School. I'm finishing the cohort 3 tonight. It's our last final event. Another couple thousand people doing absolutely incredible. Remember, guys, Sniper School. In the next 10 days, we start in the next cohort. So if you have a look below and you look at how do I join, you'll sign up with this link, the register link over here. Once you've registered, guys, you're going to get an email. And the email is going to tell you the 3 basic steps. Open an exchange using one of our links. That will be in the email, so you don't get the wrong link. You put $100 or more that you get to trade with. And you put your user ID, it will show you everything in that mail. Join Sniper School, guys. Join. It's taking us to a whole nother level. And you have time. Why do you have time? Because we've got Big Daddy playing off and bringing the money into the market for us. And, you spoke about it this morning, actually. Shout out to Michael Saylor. Shout out to Michael Saylor, the man that's always believed, the man that many doubted. He's only probably getting to break even now, right? 30K is break even, but that man does not put in everything. It's crazy to see. So I want to give a shout out to Michael Saylor. I think his commitment and that to the space is just incredible. And I think he's right. I think he's right where Bitcoin goes in the next few years. But what we have, guys, is we do have a raging Bitcoin at the moment, and we have an absolute insane weekly candle. Where it closed, incredible. We had the weekly close around $28,000. This is a huge step for Bitcoin and where we've been over the last few weeks. This was a tough phase. And I spoke about it throughout the whole year that this is where the resistance is sitting. Everyone thinks that there's a lot of up here. There's so much more selling pressure over here than what there is up over here. And now you're starting to see it. As soon as that wall collapses, now rhythm starts to flow with the market. And people stop fighting the possibility that Bitcoin's not bullish. Because, everyone's saying it's not bullish, not bullish, not bullish. Now they're at the point where they have to believe it's bullish. And this is where the market starts to flow naturally. And when you see that, you start to get this huge flow. Now, crypto is the best market out there that does that. When it gets going, it gets going. You think a bear market's crazy? A bull market like Bitcoin does not care, and it just keeps ripping. So what ended up finally happening was we were slightly scared. Why? Because we finally shattered the wall 25, right? 25, we shattered it. We went to like 20, 26, 8, and then we got rejected and we came back down and we were at like 24 somewhere. Then everyone's like, another rejection, 25K winning again. And what we wanted to see was we just wanted the weekly close above this major indicator, the major indicator of the 200 weekly average. And the bull showed up. The bulls showed up and they got us above that level, and we had a great closing area. Now let's quickly speak about the fast high or the higher time frame resistances we're facing now. And what I'm experiencing here is I showed you guys when I zoomed in. When I zoomed into the chart, I showed you let's just see which one it is here. I showed you the smaller time frame areas, right, where we could expect short squeezes. And look, every time as it went through, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And when we finally got through the major one, look at that squeeze, absolutely rampaging up. Now let's quickly go back to the weekly one that I was just showing you, because that was the smaller time frames. Now let's look at the higher time frame squeezes that are currently happening. Hopes on 𝗲𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Oh, tomorrow. When is the Wednesday? Imagine that goes good. Imagine what happens. Crazy exciting times. But let's look quickly at the higher time frame now. Smaller time frame, I was zoomed into all of these. I showed you all the squeezes. Now we're looking at the higher time frame squeeze. And what's basically happening was this was the area, the 200 MA, we're below there for a while. And since we shot through that pretty big. Now I'm starting to look at the higher time frame resistances on where Bitcoin realistically goes, possibly from here. And the momentum's moving really strong. It's very clear now that 25K becomes support. That weekly, that's the area we hold now. That's the momentum line. That's probably buys. There must be tons of buys there that want to hold this price and level over there now. So last week, when I previously on Friday, I told you guys 24,000 support. The longer this rallies up, support only just rises. And that's great, because when you finally lose that at some point, we'll have it early, to exit or to protect ourselves or things like that. So right now, the 200 MA is the area we want to hold. After that, what we have on the weekly now is the closing areas, this big zone over here. This is a big one. This is where I do see a lot of big walls, and probably where Luna. No, Luna was here somewhere. Luna was one of these. It was actually here somewhere where it happened. But basically, what we have is this major area, and it's probably where I think Bitcoin's heading at the moment. So where that is basically 30 to the $33,000 level. Now, from that, again, every single bear, every single person that thinks the market's coming down is going to try short and hold this level. Now, there might be a possibility of a rejection there, definitely, and we'll prep as we go. Now, the rejection, I think, is going to be good, because at some point, we need a rejection from Bitcoin, and we need a decent one. And it's a quick one that gets bought up. Now, the reason why we need that is because that's the only thing that's going to turn dominance. Something that's going to turn dominance, we have two options. Either Bitcoin goes to this area, and we have a quick liquidation hunt, because I'm sure if Bitcoin starts hitting 30, everyone's going to go absolutely crazy. So what they do is they send it quickly down to 27. They hit everyone out, and in that time, Bitcoin then slowly grinds up again back to the 30. And in that time, you have an altcoin absolute rocket through. Or you have the second option. The second option is Bitcoin goes to 30 to 33, and it just trends sideways. It just goes like a bot, just sideways, sideways, sideways. And from that, you just have this collapse in dominance. Guys, there's so much more money in the market right now than what there was. If you thought the pump was big in January, there's so much more money in the market right now. Like it's crazy how much money is entering, and the altcoin pump is going to be absolutely ridiculous. Now, that's the two major options. And I would probably say they're in these areas over here, definitely around this area here. Now, if Bitcoin, let's quickly jump and let's have this discussion because it's a big one. I'm actually quite shocked, if I must be honest, how quickly this dominance is going up. Now, guys, this is crazy. This is crazy. So if you look, since 2021, we're basically running nearly 2 years. Bitcoin's always respected this basic cycle of the early 40s, the late 48s, the early 40s, and we've been basically having this little push where it's Bitcoin time, altcoin time, Bitcoin time, altcoin time. And now what we're doing is we're going back up there, okay? Now, the first scenario is the alt pump is right around the corner, and it happens within the next few days, and we have an absolute huge alt melt-up. Now, what would basically need to happen for that to be is we'd basically expect dominance to go up slightly more. Now, we all know when dominance is rampaging up at the moment, Bitcoin's rampaging. Now, if there's only this little bit left where it respects the previous cycles over here, that probably takes us to 30K. 30K Bitcoin, and at some point, something's going to happen, probably a big shakeout or big wick or something like that, and that will finally turn it. And what that will give us, a few weeks of altcoins, where altcoins will just go absolutely crazy. And it will basically do these waves down, wave down, wave down, wave down. And then it's crazy. If I had to say Bitcoin's 30K, and we start the alt melt up now, it does give me the idea of Ethereum 2.628, the idea of Solana 45.50. It gives me that sort of idea. Okay, amazing. And that can be around the corner. So this is definitely, why not? It's respected it how many times before? Why would it not reject here and give us a strong push? Then we have the second scenario. Now, this is where things can get crazy. If Bitcoin breaks 30K, I just spoke about the level where it's 30 to 33. If it breaks that and dominance breaks this wedge that we've been in for the last 2 years, then this pump gets serious. It gets serious because right now we're trying to respect the cycle that crypto has always given us. And it's given us a 4-year cycle, where we get this bull run every now and then. And we're basically anticipating that if it's respected it the way that it always has, 2025 should be the time. Okay? But everyone is expecting that. Like everyone is kind of used to that. How do they change it? I want to explain to you. How they screwed us the last bull market was very simple. This is how they screwed us. Because everyone, for the last 2 cycles before that, we basically had a blow off top. Okay? And what we always expected was a lower high. So when it comes to the cheat sheet or bull run, you expect this, right? You expect, okay, go, 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 boom, boom, boom. And then what happens is it comes down, lower high, and then it comes. And like as soon as you get that lower high, you're like, okay, that's it. That's the time. That was the blow of top, things like that. How did they destroy us this time? The last bull cycle, they made a higher high. And all of us thought, we're still moving. And they just changed the recipe slightly. Because let me show you the quick one before that. And this is important, guys, because it always respects the sort of thing that it's done previously, but they come with this little small curveball just to put you off. Because the last bull cycle, this is what happened. You had the blow off top, then you had the little high. You see that one over there. And that's how we knew, okay, whoa. And that's what we were expecting here. But they were cheeky and they sent this little high over there, expecting everything to go through higher. Erased everyone analogy that was the top. And that's where they absolutely nailed. So now I look at this and I'm like, okay, let's jump back to where we are now. How do they nail us this time? What did they do different this time? They bring the bull run possibly earlier than what we all thought. Because I didn't believe this. I didn't. And many, many, many did not. And this is going to be an indication that maybe that comes into play. Guys, if we have Bitcoin break that level, I just want to explain it to you. What you have after that is you have dominance getting to crazy levels. Back to 53% is the next level after that. And then we have areas of 60%. Now, this is crazy. This is absolutely insane in the time to get to those major levels. And right now, it looks like a crazy bullish pattern. But then for me, if we break this and Bitcoin breaks 33, 45 comes into the picture. And maybe maybe this scenario that I spoke about previously, where last time when we had this blow off top or this blow up area, that we went through a bear market and we went to the 618 and then we went into depression. And if we had to mark that exactly where we are right now, how will they nail everyone now? Because everyone's probably thinking 30K. Is they send this bad boy to 50. Would you say right now, with all the news and all the money into the market, like that's the way to screw the market? $1 million bet. I say that this is the way to screw the market. Is to send it. Send it. Like you just crush everyone because no one believes it. So guys, it's a very interesting time. And this is very important. Now, the way you want to trade this is you have the two options. You have the options of a prolonged Bitcoin run. If that does happen, it's still incredibly important to get your alt entries because they'll slowly grow with Bitcoin. Not doing much right now, but they will slowly grind up. And at some point, we'll get diversified. But it's exciting because it means that this year is a lot different than what we thought. And we can actually make crazy money. The second scenario is this thing rejects in the next week. An alt season or alt leg, a strong altcoin pump is next week. That's basically what it's saying is you have the secondary next option. And the way you will see that is very simple. You will see Bitcoin on the daily now. You'll actually see it just rampage. And what it will do is you'll see it. You'll recognize it straight away. Where it runs, it will run fast to this area and it literally will get hit straight down here hard. And then what it will do, it will start to this. And in that time, you will see dominance. Dominance will basically hit like this. You'll see dominance will also spike through, get to that 20, and it'll also hit like this. And what it will start doing is it will start breaking these major trends. And as it starts breaking these trends, that's when you start to have the altcoin eruption that comes right behind it. So you're looking at the two major scenarios. And maybe next week, guys, or we have Bitcoin go to 50, and it is in the next few weeks, but then we have a crazy amount. Now, if you want to start charting this and giving yourself a little bit of an understanding of what this means for your altcoins and how are you going to trade this, end of the day, you want to respect where Bitcoin is in the cycle, and you want to go and print the same thing when it comes to your altcoin. Same thing. End of the day, where Bitcoin is right now is it finally broke through this. You want to know why ETH is taking time. You want to know why many altcoins, because they still here. That big fight that Bitcoin just took a very long time to get through. That's where they are. And what I explained about after that is those gaps. I spoke about it now in the higher time frame. That's why they're taking time right now. They're in the areas where people are trying to hold the alts down. And this is where all the fight, all the resistance happens. So when that dominance finally turns and we have a blow off or something from Bitcoin, it will finally give it that power just to get through there. And everyone is shorting ETH in this area. The stop losses are there, and we'll create this huge push that sends ETH all the way to around $2,700 to $2,800. Okay, now that's the first scenario, and that's something that I can see playing out the next 2-3 weeks. If Bitcoin goes to 30K and gets rejected now, and we have dominance turn, this is what I'm seeing for ETH. The difference is if Bitcoin decides to break through that, you're still going to have ETH slowly crack through here, but now this becomes an option. If Bitcoin breaks through that level, this for me, huge $2,800 for ETH. If Bitcoin breaks 33 and it goes to 40, 3.5 comes available again. We have the upgrade. There's going to be some hype. There's definitely going to be some hype that brings that through. And you can start looking at many of them. Look at Cardano, for instance. We got those beautiful entries last week. Remember, it's not just Cardano I'm speaking about here. I'm speaking about the understanding of your token and where it actually is. And same thing. Reason why Cardano is not getting anywhere, because it's still there. It's still in that area. And after that, you have that major area, which is 100% away. And after that, you have that one. And it's the same thing. Bitcoin goes to 30K and it goes to those levels. I'm expecting my first target, which is this one over here. Mark it up here. Here we go. Bitcoin goes to 30 and that's the top. And we have the little alt run now. I'm expecting 100% from Cardano. Amazing. Bitcoin goes to 40K. Now all of a sudden, 200% start becoming available. Because all that I'm seeing is crypto is a game. And it's a game of levels and it's a game of distribution of money. And end of the day is if Bitcoin is respecting these levels and it's here, at some point you diversify and you have to catch up in the quality. The quality will catch up and get to these major levels. And where does that match up to what Bitcoin just did? It's all emotional cycle, right? All the resistance is here and these are the major levels. So now you have an idea I've given you 2 basic scenarios. I'm about to go through altcoins now. We can have a look and see if there's some buys for many of them. But you have 2 scenarios. Bitcoin goes to 20K now, shakeout. It may even happen anywhere now. Between 28 and 30, shakeout. Like we bang straight back to 24, 25 fast. Dominance turns, get ready. Get your altcoin retest because now it's altcoin time. Bitcoin smashes through that. It's a little bit prolonged. Amazing. But then we know it's bigger. Now I know second options available. You just want to see which one. And guys, when you make up your idea now to be like, okay, I know which one's in play. This, when it gets there, you're out. You stick to your plan. Stick to your plan. Okay. Let's go into many of them. So the first one I want to speak about is Solana. What's happening, Solana? Coming to life. Let's get my normal chart out here and see where I have my Solana chart. Exciting times with dominance. Really, really, really exciting time with dominance. Solana. So Solana all of a sudden took off. We got a great buy last week. There was our buys over there. Boom. Beautiful. And now nearly back above 200-day moving average. So Solana looks fired up. Now, again, I want to explain to you quickly that Solana, you want to build up in the phase of it getting through the critical area. And if I quickly remove this, the big wall where Bitcoin was fighting 25, that's the wall for Solana. Okay, 27. But after that, you have 40, you have 50, you have way higher levels. So keep an eye on Solana. It closes above 200-day. It's definitely one of the hottest ones. And whenever we have that dominance turn, just expect it to take a little bit of time to get any dips, I guess, but a little bit of time to get through this area. Once it's through this area, I still think it's a huge special. I think it was unfairly destroyed. I don't think it was fair what happened to Solana. I really, really, really don't. So we're keeping eyes, okay? The next one over here is Chainlink. Keeping eyes. For me, it's above 200, and these are my buy zones at the moment. The $7 is 7.2. I'm looking at what is getting ready, guys. What is looking for that? I know, I just explained it to you. Alt season can be next week. What do we do? Which ones? What's that? Because yes, it may be prolonged, but what happens if it happens next week? You know, we know how hard it's going to be. And look how hard it is to buy Bitcoin right now. It's just gone and gone and gone and gone. And that's what's going to happen to a lot of the markets to the time. Many of the tokens are going to get really hard to catch or to anything like that. I saw we had I spoke about, so remember, guys, just quickly do me a favor. Take your list and just make up your final list. You want 3 smart contracts, right? No, what? 3, I would say 3 DeFi, 3 AI. We must actually speak about AI. 3 AI, 3 gaming, layer ones, 3 layer ones, and you got your Bitcoin and your ETH. Make up your mind of what the tokens are, okay? I'm going to fight every day to find you the entries on which ones that you like. And that's what I always take from you guys. We saw Vulcan Forge, huge pump. We got that there, huge. Yeah, 50% already. Gaming conference this week. Oh, really? Yeah. Okay. Because gaming, we know. I would definitely dip my toe in gaming, guys. Have a part of your portfolio gaming because it rips. Let's actually quickly have a look at AI. What happened to these tokens? Where they at? Are they in? Are they out? Or back in buy zone for Singularity? Small, guys. It is higher, so higher risk, but Singularity is back in for retest. Amazing. Fetch, back in for retest. Fantastic. On the trend now, on support. Small dip my toes in case it goes a little bit cheaper. There is going to be that wick. So be aware of that wick at any point. But for me, my top 3 is probably Fetch, Singularity, and what was the last one? Veracity. Is it Veracity? Let's quickly look at Render as well. Oh, Render's nearly back down. Guys, we actually really want this dipple. The next fast dipple, if you get, I'm telling us the altcoin entries. It is. It's where we finally turn. Render's definitely a big one I'll be playing with. We have Ocean Protocol also holding this nice at the moment, consolidating, taking its time. Another big one. So let's quickly have a look. So we got Cardano, AVAX, Fantom. I would say Fantom and Solana are my top so far. And it's a big fight between Cardano and AVAX, between those. But those will probably be going the L1 routes that I'm looking at. Then for gaming, GALA Games is one of them. I think GALA is amazing. I really do. And I feel like even chart-wise, the way it broke there was great. This one looks good. Try keep some orders open for early 4 cents in this area, so you can possibly get a little bit cheaper. But this is definitely one I'll dollar cost into. I'll be having GALA in it. I would have 𝗵𝗿𝗄𝗃, the 𝗲𝗿𝗄𝗃. What's our last game? Maybe we go for a bigger sandbox or mana. Let's actually have a look at Decentraland and how they're actually doing. But guys, pop in the chat there any gaming tokens that you think have huge. I just want to give you a little bit of understanding of this. It's so important to have this portfolio management in a bull run. How important? It's very, very, very important. So let's look at Decentraland. Boom. Pretty good. It's pretty good. Above 200-day moving average. And I'm pretty sure Sand will look very similar. So between Sand and Decentraland, go have a look, do some research, which one you like more. But those are probably my top three. It's between these two. Decentraland looks stronger at the moment. This one did bounce in a great area, and you still might get the breakout, but that's a little while. So it looks like Decentraland, 𝗵𝗿𝗄𝗃, and GALA Games will be the three for me in that industry. Like I said, in the AI, Singularity. Do you like Veracity? Veracity is good. Yeah. Veracity is good. And Fetch, those are the three I would run in there. What other character? Where's DeFi, bro? Let's actually look at the DeFi perps here. Guys, it's so good to categorize, because it's going to stop you from just buying too many. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Like, that's it. You know what I mean? Keep it very structured in that way so that you don't overdo anything. Here's the DeFi perp. Getting smashed. USDC. Yeah. So let's have a look here quick. So DeFi is probably just a dollar costing in time. It doesn't look like it's going to come to life for a while. Look at that. It's not even through any of these. So DeFi is looking pretty sad. So I probably wouldn't be dipping my toes into DeFi right now. Maybe for the long time frame, amazing, but it's definitely not looking. So that's one category I wouldn't. Ethereum, I still think, what's actually happening with stock markets? Still looks horrible, man. Why does it still look terrible? When we're going to bounce here, we need a. Yeah, it is. Okay, Dixie is going down. 10-year yield going down. Makes no sense.
Look at gold.
It's bullish.
Look at gold.
Gold going up. Oh, gold. Guys, Primex, there are links below. If you want to trade gold, you can trade with USDT. You'll find the links below. But that's pretty good, eh? Cup and handle. That's breaking out. So gold's looking hot. And obviously, if gold gets through here, can go. Can go. So gold's obviously looking amazing. So it's crazy. So
it's going to gold, silver, and Bitcoin.
Gold, silver, Bitcoin. Yeah. That's nice to see that people are looking at Bitcoin as safety.
For the first time.
First time in like ever. That's running the same. There's a big weekly candle from silver too. Guys, that's a huge step for crypto. Massive step. Do you have us falling in the top 3 right now of those?
Look at oil. Gone away from oil.
Oh, this one's big, guys. This is how I know the alt pump's coming too. Is the USDT dominance. People are flying out of USDT right now. And the way it stands is we're going to be looking at our first daily close below this trend for a while now. And then it's showing a huge increase of USDT exiting. Well, people getting out of USDT. That's big. That's really big for us. Remember, this created the push from 16 to 25, just that little push over there. And now we've lost this trend. So here's another great sign that people are running out of cash. They're flying out of cash. Not only to the dollar, but same in crypto.
They don't want to hold cash. It's devalued.
Yeah. So everyone's basically foaming. But why I think that right now we haven't even begun. Because yes, I think it is getting everyone into the market and the FOMO is hitting. But the FOMO is so small right now. The FOMO is there for Bitcoin. People are looking at it as a safe haven. We need the altcoins. The altcoins is the FOMO. That's where everyone comes in and it just goes absolutely. That's how I know the altcoins are still coming, because they never run a cycle without altcoins. Because they bring in all the money, they bring in all these NFTs, they bring in all this crap, and that's the money we got to make on. That's where you start getting everything going absolutely insane. Guys, smash the like button. Smash it hard. We worked our asses off. I sit here every day and trying to keep the hold to say, guys, just hold on. I promise you it gets better. I promise you it gets better. The markets aren't always red, and it happened. The markets do go green. And I'm saying this again, so I'm so proud of you guys. I'm extremely proud of you. So that's obviously a big one as well. Let's quickly take 𝗕𝗆𝗃. Put some altcoins there, guys. Try keep it in our category. So same thing. So reason 𝗕𝗆𝗃, excluding that, it's the same thing. It's basically fighting its Bitcoin at that first level, which is at 22, 23. And only there, like you can see, we're still prolonged. We might even have this little pump here, which is huge already. It really gets, eat to crazy levels, but the real one's there. And that's the beauty. Like this may be prolonged. Right now, this is the area where it's fighting. Let's actually look at 𝗕𝗆𝗃 quick. So guys, we are doing a little bit of that was 𝗕𝗆𝗃. Amazing. 𝗕𝗆𝗃, so ETH. So as you can see here, there's the area over there, and there's a gap. There's a gap, and it's very near. It's very near. That's obviously including that's ETH. It's giving us a hint, ETH, because it's not the 𝗕𝗆𝗃 breakout just here. That's ETH. Keep eye on ETH, guys. It's coming. It's definitely coming. Okay, let's quickly have a look at a few of these. Theta. So, yeah, that's another category. I don't even know what we even call it, but I like to call it let's call it what? TVZ. TVZ portfolio. Theta, 𝗁, they just go crazy when the market's that good. Like they go insane. So I like those. They must fall under like Theta's the gaming, the like YouTube for gaming and all these sort of things. So I still think they're the funnest coins for me in a bull market, in a bull leg, funnest tokens. When I traded that Theta from 30 cents to $15, it was like one of the times of my life. It was like absolutely insane. I only sold it like $8, but we still did it. We still did pretty good. The 𝗕𝗆𝗃, that was a big one. Okay, let's bring up some of these for you guys. So the first one over here, let's quickly have a look at Theta. So guys, I don't know about you, and just put in a thing. I'm here to make your life easy. Very simple. I'm here to make it very, very, very easy. So Theta, here we go. That's the area Bitcoin 22. Okay, that's Bitcoin 25. Okay, after that, that's 30K to 40K Bitcoin. Okay, amazing. So right now, Bitcoin's already hit here, it's broken here, and it's way on its way here. So I want to print that on how I see the alts. The first thing I'm looking for is closing and regaining of 200-day moving average. Fantastic. Breaking trend, great. It's in beautiful DCA over here. But when am I expecting? I'm expecting slow growth to 1.3. Then there's a huge gap to 1.7. And then it's the monster that take us to 3. Print them the exact same. At some point, we will have this catch up. Theta's quality. It's great. So remember where you're at. You're basically buying Bitcoin at $18,000. That's how you got to look at it. Okay. Let's look at the next one. 𝗏𝗏. Above 200-day moving average. Broken trend to the upside. Amazing. Where is it? That's, this one's even closer. That one over there is 23K Bitcoin. That one is 25K Bitcoin. And that one up there is 30K Bitcoin. Amazing. Beautiful dollar costing now, but where can you expect it to go? Get a good understanding of that one. So 𝗁, I like it. You can see it's a couple 100%. Not 𝗁, I've always liked those tokens, and it's obviously make sure the fundamentals and the teams, and that's good, but it's just extremely great tokens. Same thing over here. They're huge, guys. They're huge. I've just gotten a message. I have to go back. Do me a favor. Go onto YouTube right now and just go follow the chosen ones, please. We're doing something amazing. I need to go back to shoot there. Have a fantastic day. I did a macro show today. Tomorrow we zoom in, we get the trades, and we get moving. Well done on all of you staying. Let's have a great week, and much love to you all. I'll see you all tomorrow. Much love, Fantom.